Hi children, welcome you all back for the physics online class. In today's session, we are looking at a chapter called Light, Shadows and Reflection. So in this chapter, in previous session, already we discussed about what is dark and what happens when we are inside the dark nature and what helps you to see things in the dark. So we have just already discussed about the classification of objects into two types, luminous and non-luminous objects. So next we have discussed about luminous, where luminous objects are nothing but objects that emits light on their own. And we have just come with some examples, and also we discussed about non-luminous objects which do not create their own light, and we discussed about the difference between luminous objects and non-luminous objects and also some of the examples of these two conditions. And we have discussed about the classification of objects into three types: transparent, translucent and opaque, where transparent, which allows the entire light to pass through them, and translucent, it allows some of the light to pass through them, and opaque object, it do not allow light to pass through them. So these are the conditions which diagrammatic presentation which represents the transparent, translucent and opaque object, and we have just seen some of the examples also here. And in today's session we are going to discuss about the topic called shadow. We all might have observed shadow in the daytime. So actually, what is shadow and how shadow is being formed? So that is the condition what we are going to discuss in today's session. So when we just stand in a hot sunny day in an open space, when the sunlight falls over us, then we will be able to see a patch of dark patches on the ground, which we just call it as shadow. So that is the condition which describes about the shadow. So first of all, what is shadow? So here, to understand in detail about shadow, a dark patch on a surface that is caused by opaque objects being placed between light and the surface. So to form the shadow, where just consider this is a human who has been just standing on the ground, where a human is also a best example of opaque object, because light do not pass through our body. So we humans are a opaque object, and just imagine there is a light source, which means the sunlight is there, and where the opaque object is standing in between the light and the surface. So automatically a dark patch has been formed on the ground. A dark patch has been formed on the ground, on the surface, that is caused by the opaque object being placed between the light and the surface. And this is what called as shadow. So a shadow is nothing but a dark patch which is being caused by opaque object which has been placed between the light source and the surface, which acts as a screen. So why shadows are formed? So the next question is, why shadows are formed? As we have mentioned or discussed that where the shadows get formed when an opaque object is placed in between the light source and the surface or the screen, we have discussed. Okay, if that is so, why are these shadows formed? The main reason is where the light travels in a straight line, where the light, it has a property that light could not bend. So as the light travels in a straight line, where the shadows are formed, because just listen here, just look at this diagram. So in this diagram, a person is viewing the candle light with the help of a long lengthy pipe, cylindrical pipe. And just if you just notice where this cylindrical pipe is straight, this cylindrical pipe is straight, so that he can see the light at the another end. But just imagine if he takes a pipe which is bent. Just imagine if he takes a pipe which is bent, he may not be able to see the light, because light travels in a straight line where light rays do not bend. So this is the ultimate reason why shadows are formed. So here in this diagrammatic presentation, you observe how a shadow is being formed and what are the required sources. So here you see we have taken a light source which is nothing but a torch light, and here we have taken a surface. Surface is nothing but the screen where the image can be formed, where the shadow can be formed. And we just consider an opaque object, where opaque object in sense which do not allow the light to pass through it. Okay, so on taking a light source and just turning on the light towards the opaque source, and this opaque source is being placed between the light source and the screen. So it is being placed between the light source and the screen. So when the light falls on the opaque object, automatically where the light as it travels in a straight line, the light which falls on the opaque surface may not be able to bend. So the light cannot pass through the opaque object and the light will get stopped here itself, so that the shadow will be formed. So the ultimate reason why shadows are formed is because light travels in a straight line. So next, here we are going to see in detail about the things necessary for formation of shadows. So what are the conditions that is required for the formation of shadow? So the conditions required for the formation of shadow are actually, so as we just discussed, where the light source is required, the second thing is a screen is required, and the third thing is an opaque object is required. And there is a condition that where always the opaque object should be placed in between the light source and the screen. That is the most important condition. So the three things are required. One is about the light source, another one is about the opaque object, and the third one is about the screen. And the main condition is where the opaque object should be placed between the light source and the screen, so that the shadow will be formed on the screen. So now we on just looking at this diagram, you may come to understand about what is the next topic we are about to discuss. So the next topic what we are about to discuss is about pinhole camera. So pinhole camera is a kind of simple idea about a camera, how it can be made easily with the help of cardboard what is available at our home. Okay, so this is also another diagrammatic presentation which gives the idea about the pinhole camera, where the source of light is considered to be a candle light, and there is a pinhole on the box, and where the image can be formed in a screen. So now, how do you make a pinhole camera? Okay, fine. As we are going to discuss about the pinhole camera, first of all, how do we make a pinhole camera? That is most important. Okay, so just look at this diagram. In this diagram, where we can see a pinhole camera, where there are totally two cardboard boxes, and if you just notice, the bigger cardboard box has a hole at the center of the or middle of the box, and in the second cardboard box, if you just notice, a rectangular opening is being cut over here, and we can focus the object what has to be viewed, and the image will be formed over here. Okay, so now we'll just discuss in detail how a pinhole camera can be made. So first condition is, take two cardboard boxes. We are supposed to take two cardboard boxes. Just imagine that you can use shoe boxes, the shoe boxes whatever we use in our home. Okay, so take two cardboard boxes such that one can slide into another. So when you consider two cardboard boxes where one box can just go into or slide into the another box, which means one should be a bigger box and another one should be a smaller one. So cut open one side of each box. So we are supposed to cut and open one side of the each boxes so that the another box can get enter into it. Okay, and on opposite faces of larger box, make a small hole at the middle, as we just discussed here already. Just consider here in this diagram, this was the one which is the bigger box and this is the smaller box. This is the opening has been cut already, and in this box also there is an opening which is cut already. And if you just notice, a small pinhole is being made in the box at the middle. So that is the condition what they have been mentioning. An opposite face of the larger box, make a small hole at the middle, and in a smaller box cut the middle in square with sides of about 5 to 6 centimeter. Okay, so we are supposed to cut a opening in a shape of a square which with the sides of 5 to 6 centimeter. Now slide the smaller box into the larger one in such that the side with tracing paper inside it. So we are supposed to place a tracing paper inside the smaller box in the opening of square shape. And now if you notice, but the pinhole camera is ready. Okay, so what are the steps? You just look at here once again. Take two cardboard boxes such that one can slide into another. Cut open one side of each box. On opposite face of large box, make a small hole at the middle, and in the smaller box cut the middle of in the square with side of about 5 to 6 centimeter. And next thing, slide the small box into the larger one in such a way that the box can slide with a side can be fixed with a tracing paper inside it. And now the pinhole camera is ready. So now just look at the diagrammatic presentation, how the condition has to be made. In this, if you just notice, we have taken two boxes. One, the brown color cardboard box is a bigger one, and the green color cardboard box is the smaller one. Okay, fine. Now the front portion of the two boxes are cut. It has been opened. Okay, and the opposite end of the two boxes, if you just notice, the box which is bigger has been made with a pinhole camera, which has been made with a pinhole, and the box which is smaller has been cut into shape of a square of about 5 to 6 centimeter. And the next thing is this opening of 5 to 6 centimeter has to be fixed with the help of a trace paper. It has to be fixed with the help of a tracing paper. Now we insert the smaller box into the bigger box. We insert the smaller box into the bigger box, and the big opening in the smaller box is to see the objects. Okay, so this is how we make a pinhole camera. Okay, now what type of image will be formed in a pinhole camera? Okay, as we have made a pinhole camera for our use, okay, and we have been viewing the objects to see or to look into the picture what has been get. Okay, so what type of image will be formed in a pinhole camera? When we use a pinhole camera, if you just notice, the object will be in an upright position in a straight position, but the image what has been formed on the screen, in the pinhole camera, will be in upside down. So the object is going to be in an upright position, which is straight, and the image is going to be upside down, which means that it is in an inverted condition. Okay, so even you can just see this some kind of images here also. This is a kind of a pinhole camera. Here we have just considered an object which is a tree, and when you see through a pinhole camera, the image which has been formed on a translucent paper. Translucent is nothing but tracing paper, which allows partial amount of light to pass through it. and you can just observe that the image is inverted in sense upside down, where the image will be formed. So the type of image what can be formed on a screen, okay, the type of image what can be formed on a pinhole camera or in a pinhole camera is actually called as real and inverted image. What do you mean by real? The term real says actually when we talk about the images formed by cameras or lenses or mirrors, we come with two important terms called, one is called real image, another one is called virtual image. One is called real image and another one is called virtual image. Real image in sense the image that can be captured on a screen. So here inside a pinhole camera where the tracing paper it acts as a screen. Here in the pinhole camera where the tracing paper it acts as a screen. So the image can be formed on the screen, which is called as real image. And virtual image, the image which cannot be captured on a screen. For example, when we go and stand in front of a makeup mirror. Okay, when we go and stand in front of a makeup mirror, what we use in our home to comb our hair or to do makeup ourselves. Okay, if you just go and stand in front of the mirror, you will observe your image. Do you think that you can get the image on another screen? No. So that is what called as virtual image. So the type of image formed in a pinhole camera is nothing but real and inverted image. Okay, so now seeing solar eclipse using pinhole camera, where the pinhole camera can be used to see solar eclipse, because during solar eclipse it is not advised to see sunlight directly or to see the sun directly, but on using a pinhole camera we may be able to view the solar eclipse easier, and where we can just see or observe the dark patches that has been covered by the sun. Okay, and the changes that takes place in the sun can be observed easily. So we can use a pinhole camera to see solar eclipse. Okay, so this is the idea about a pinhole camera. And do you think where pinhole camera are made only in artificial? In artificial instance, we people are making the pinhole camera. But by nature, where the pinhole camera it exists. So natural pinhole camera. So what is natural pinhole camera? Just you may think that when we stand under a tree, okay, during the sunny days, where there may be a small gap between the leaves, and the sunlight it passes through those small gap, and those small gaps acts as a pinhole camera. So those small gaps it acts as a pinhole camera, and it forms an image on the surface, So if you just notice where the pinhole camera existing of pinhole camera is also there by nature, where the trees are the best example of natural pinhole camera, where the gap between the leaves where the sunlight passes through them, and those gaps it acts as a natural pinhole camera. Okay, so in this entire session we have discussed about two important concepts. One is what is shadow. Okay, so shadow is nothing but a dark patch on surface that is caused by opaque object being placed between the light and the surface. And when we say why shadows are formed, actually it is because the light travels in a straight line, and this is the diagrammatic idea about how shadow has been formed. So light source is required, a screen is required, an opaque object is required, where the opaque object should be placed between the light source and the screen. So the necessary conditions is light source, opaque object, screen to form a shadow. And next about the pinhole camera. So to make a pinhole camera, we need two cardboard boxes, and next the end of the two cardboard boxes are to be cut, and the opposite faces of larger box has to be made with a small hole at the middle, and smaller box has to cut with a shape of square of about 5 to 6 centimeter, and automatically we will be ready with the pinhole camera. And the type of image formed by a pinhole camera is real and inverted. So a real and inverted image will be formed by the help of pinhole camera. And next we can also see solar eclipse using a pinhole camera, and the natural pinhole camera is nothing but where the gap between the leaves, when the sunlight passes through those gaps will act as a pinhole camera. So hope you children understand all the concepts. Thank you all. Have a great day.